What's up, people from the tube? Welcome back. Pancho things again. So today we're going to work on a new misting system that I got for the tank that I'm elaborating for my female Amazon Trebo. Now, since I haven't got the mail yet, we are going to set up the tank and get everything ready. I'm slowly getting everything together. But then the whole COVID-19 happened and it put a stall on a lot of projects that I had in my little sunroom here is kind of chaotic and disastrous. So I apologize for how crazy looking is all the area here. There's a lot of stuff everywhere. I got music stuff, I got sewing machines and hunting stuff and sewing stuff. So unfortunately I had to work with what I have right now. As I said, there's a bunch of projects that are in the happening, but with everything closed, and there's not much that I can do. So I hope that everybody's doing okay and that you guys are safe and dealing with this craziness. But I'm gonna take a few minutes. We're gonna go over my new misting system. So sit, relax, and enjoy. I'm not gonna do the full installation because I'm still waiting for a couple of pieces that are on the mail and they haven't got to me. So I'm not gonna do the full write out, but I'm gonna do the mounting of the system and also a quick test just to make sure that everything is running properly and that there's no leakage and whatever. So let's get at it. Okay, so this is the first glance that I have on this tank. The large, tall Exoterra. And I got in here some of the stuff that I'm going to be using to actually build the tank. I'm only going to focus today on the misting system. And the reason is this tank is quite large based on what I had before. So the Reptifogger, which to me, surprisingly enough, to me the Reptifogger has worked wonderfully. I have it right now. That's the system that I have on my female right now. But my female needed an upgrade tank, and I'm thinking also I'm gonna be breeding my female, so I needed a tank big enough that I can, during the breeding season, I can have my male and my female and have enough space for them to breed. I do like this system due to the the sizes and the space that it requires for me to have a home. Unfortunately, I don't have that much space to spare, so I decided to go with the Exoterra. I do love their products. I do love their tanks. I think that they're really high quality. They're really well built, and I had never had issues with them. I got the MistKing starter kit. I do shop locally, so I got this one from Triple LR. Those guys are always great to me, and shout out to them. So I got the system, and I already looked in there, and I already went through the manual, which I highly suggest. If you're getting into the MistKing systems, please do yourself a favor and read fully the manual. As I said, sorry, I apologize for how crazy this space in this area is, but this is the place that we got to work. So I'm gonna set up the camera probably right here. It comes with a little instruction, little sheet, kind of like a programming the timer. This is how the manual looks like. And you got all the information needed there, how to do everything, how to set up, and how to avoid crazy mistakes that can be easily done. Comes with also tubing, plenty of tubing. So we got the tubing. They include a really nice little keychain. Pretty cool. Then let's get to stuff. So we got the timer. This is what it will provide, all the options for you and your misting system and how to set up, how many times you want to set it up a day, how long the process of setting up will be, all that nice stuff. Now, it doesn't come with a reservoir of water. This nearly is just a pump that will set up your spraying with your timers and everything else. So I got this little tub. Initially, when I got this, it was in a 99-cent store. I got this tub due to the fact that once again during the COVID-19 everything's closed and haven't been able to find stuff around it. But it's gonna be good enough for me to test the whole thing out and give me enough of an idea. Also with this, I don't have that much space. So once you read the manual, you're gonna find out why I went with this. This is gonna be my starter point, and then this material is a little bit squishy. It's probably designed to yeah, it's right there. It's just designed to store beans and stuff for your kitchen. So it's not the sturdiest material. So, but it's gonna have to do for now. So we got power supply. So this power supply, one will connect to, this is the power supply that you will connect to your pump, and straight to the outlet and power. We got power supply. We got the nozzles. Now, I had a friend of mine that had an extra nozzle since I'm gonna be needing two, so he gave me an extra one. You know who you are. Thank you so very much for your help. But it comes with one nozzle. This is for the starter kit. It comes with one nozzle that it's been tested twice and regulated to the actual proper amount of water to avoid spillage and dripping and all that kind of stuff. When you're installing these systems, please do not put apart the actual nozzle, because the calibration will be lost, and then at that point you might experience for sure some dripping and all that stuff. It's all fast fit connections, which is amazing. I think that I like that a lot. It makes the installation process a little bit easier and secure, so I do enjoy that a lot. So we got one nozzle. This is the nozzle that my buddy gave me. It's a second nozzle that it has actually the T connector, so I can expand the tubing from one nozzle to the next one, so I can have both nozzles. What else comes in here? Okay, so we got some other things in here. We got some, this is the fitting that is going to go into your water reservoir, so you can pump the water. It comes with a couple of elbows, and it gave you also a stopper dead end in case that you need to lug one of the ends on one of these ports. You can put that in there and just lock it so you don't have water spraying. So we got an elbow, a couple of screws. So that's that on that end. Now we're gonna go what this system is all about. It's right here. Here is the dedicated pump. This is a beast. So this dedicated pump will provide us all the power that you need to run the system through this tank and possibly a couple more tanks if you needed to. But this is the pump. This is all the specification. You got 75 psi. So plenty powerful. Got these little rubber fits where your screws go through, and the reason being is this pump will cause some vibration, so having that extra rubber there will help you and ensure that the whole system is as quiet as possible, and you will avoid as much vibration as needed. So we got the pump. Okay, so we got the power supply here for the timer and the timer screen. So enough talking and yapping about this, so let's go. So in the manual it says everything that the water that you're gonna be feeding to the pump is gonna work mostly on gravity. So extremely important that you leave some room in your tub. So they suggest 1.25 inches, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go right here. That should be about 1.25 inches. So that's where I'm gonna drill my hole. You clearly can see that this plastic actually cracked a little bit. So first thing that I'm gonna do is see what happens with with the unit, see if I can run that through. And I clearly can't even go through there. So we're gonna have to rely on the old trusty Dremel. Right there. And we're gonna tight fit this bulkhead here. That is the first connection that we must do. To keep in consideration a couple of things. One is that when you install this system, as I mentioned earlier, everything should be working in a gravity flow. I got a couple of things to help me with that. I got two of these bad boys. Just two little bricks. And what these bricks are gonna do for me is to give me, I'm gonna put it forward a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just give me elevation. Clearly the water flow, and that's something that you want to make sure you're following properly. Man, I'm bad when it comes to lighting. So the flow, I don't know if you can see this arrow right here. See if I can get closer without making the camera crazy. So the flow goes this way. So water coming from the reservoir is gonna come from here, hit this end. It's gonna come from here, hit this end, and this goes to the nozzles that are gonna be installed in the tank. This is the connector that is inside of the box with the timer. And you can clearly see, that's why you gotta read the instructions. Even that I read the manual, I was about to mess it all up. So, power adapter. So this one goes to the power adapter right here. Power adapter, and this one goes to the pump. Grind the pump. So I put some water in there, and I'm gonna go a little bit through the timer. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna elevate the bucket. There we go. Super fine mist. Wow, this is amazing, and I'm super surprised on how quiet it is. Now, if you see my hand, now I understand why they sell those parts. Is because look how much this shake. So if you have this in your screen, it will create a lot of vibration, but look how fine the mist is. Wow, this is phenomenal. Super low noise. Like that. Mostly when I put the system, if I made and run during the afternoon or the times that I might be taking a little nap, I don't get awakened. But it's nice the amount of water that comes out of these guys. And one of the things that I'm interested to see is what happens when it stops. If is there any leak. So as I said, I have a little drip in the bucket. I don't know if you can see it, but so I'm just gonna get rid of that. So I'm gonna see if I can turn this off. There it goes. So it's just shut down. That's it. 4 little drops. That was it. Great system, super worth the money. As of right now, with all the tests that I just did, which is minuscule compared to when the unit is actually installed. Well, that gives you a clear view of what's going on and how this unit works. Amazing for the price. You can't go wrong with these units. They're phenomenal. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by, and Pancho out.